So here's some advice that I completely forgot, but just dawned on me. And that is, when you are pruning your tomatoes, you gotta first identify whether it's determinate or indeterminate. Now, determinate tomatoes are gonna put all their fruits out in one set, one shebang, one final hurrah, and then they're done. So this guy here was my determinate tomato. It had some damage from a storm, so I chopped it back, but I chopped it back a little too aggressive and too much, and I haven't seen any more flowers or fruits from this. And I think it's pretty much done, just simply because I kind of pruned too much. So you definitely want to be careful when pruning. If you're pruning a determinate tomato, which is going to be a tomato like the largest tomato, like your better boys, your tomato beef steaks, things like that, because they're going to produce all of their tomatoes kind of a one and done. Whereas indeterminate tomatoes like this cherry tomato tree, it's going to keep producing new sets all the way up until it can't anymore. So I can aggressively prune this and it's only going to promote growth. Whereas this here, I really should only be pruning it, like, see this yellowing? I should prune that because that's diseased or has some type of fungal. Tomatoes are notorious for blight and things like that. If you got like brown leaves that are kind of dead looking, of course you want to prune those. Anything that's kind of damaged, the 3Ds, diseased, damaged, or I forgot the other one, diseased, damaged, or something. See this one here? How it's kind of bent over, the support broke and kind of damaged. That definitely needs to get pruned. Let's see, yeah, another spot right there, that definitely should be pruned. But my problem is I topped it and just was a little too aggressive with it. And so I got a handful of fruits, maybe 10 to 15 tomatoes. Half of them were kind of diseased. The other half were pretty good shape. They're in my freezer finna make some tomato sauce. But these are my indeterminate tomatoes. They're gonna just keep producing basically until they die. Most of cherry tomatoes, black shard tomatoes, and other kind of vining tomatoes are all indeterminate. These you can prune a little heavier as you need to, not have to worry, because they're just gonna keep producing crops after crop. This guy here, he produced a few tomatoes, a couple storm broke a few branches, and I had trimmed it off, and it has not produced any more flowers since I've trimmed the branches that were broken. So more than likely that's probably done. I might hit it with some bloom booster, see if I can squeeze a few more blooms out of a few more strawberries, but by and large that's done. This guy, like I said, you live and you learn when it comes to gardening. That's the beautiful thing about it.